Read the selection and choose the best answer to each question. The flying dog. My parents have told me the story of our voyage to Germany so many times, I know it by heart. My parents are Germanophiles, and when I was 4, we traveled to Germany to spend a year abroad, taking with us 6 pieces of luggage and 6 carry-on bags. But our most precious cargo was Baxter, the dog, snoozing in a crate in the plane's animal compartment. According to my mom, I kept asking why Baxter couldn't sit with us. He's too big, she replied. Also, he might disturb the other passengers. My family didn't know it, but soon Baxter would cause a pretty big disturbance all the way from the cargo hold. At 5 p.m., after an hour's wait on the runway, we were finally cleared for takeoff. My parents tell me that I cried and cried as we taxied down the runway. My parents tried to comfort me, but it didn't work. I was inconsolable. Once we took off, though, I calmed down, fascinated by the fluffy cotton ball clouds outside my window. We were all relaxed as the plane leveled out. Then, just as I was drifting off to sleep, the captain made an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, the heat is not working in the compartment where the animals are kept. We cannot risk flying without heat for the animals. We are going to turn around and land in Boston, where passengers with pets can transfer to the next flight. All around us, passengers started grumbling, but my dad just cracked one of his jokes. See, that proves it. Everybody loves Baxter. Once we landed, my mom sent my dad up to find out how Baxter was doing. He reported that the dog was just fine. Oh, and Baxter is the only animal on the plane. Baxter just single-handedly turned around a plane of 350 people and got us upgraded to first class for the inconvenience. Leave it to Baxter, said Mom. There was a hitch. Turns out that the next flight is carrying a dozen or so cats flying out for a pet show. The folks at the front desk were reluctant to board a dog with all those cats in the holds. Pardon me, said a woman sitting in the next seat in the waiting area. I couldn't help but overhear. I am a dog lover myself, and I have to say, sometimes you just have to fight for your rights. You need to go back there and tell them you mean business. Well, actually, they've already booked us on the flight, said my dad. Glad you stood up to them, said the woman. Not exactly sure I did anything, said my dad. We just got to chatting about dogs, cats, and how we love cats and dogs both. I showed them pictures of Baxter snuggling with Mia and Fluffy on the beanbag chair at home. I guess that helped a little because it was around then that the gate agent said they were willing to try flying Baxter with the cats. The lady gave my dad a tight little smile, but had little to say after that. Later, as we soared into the air, I asked my parents where we would go once we got to Germany. Maybe we'll let Baxter decide, my dad joked. I think he's the one calling the shots around here. Okay, number 1. Which characteristic of the selection shows that it is a realistic short story? Fiction. A, it features a dog that seems to call the shots. B, it features a series of events that could happen in real life. C, it features a series of events that readers might find funny. Number 2, which best explains the use of literary devices, like mood and tone, in paragraph 10? A, the dad's description of the pets causes readers to feel pity. B, the dad's description of the pets creates a mood of homesickness. C, the dad's dialogue moves the plot along by revealing that a key problem has been solved. Number 3, which words from paragraph 2 help the reader to understand the meaning of the word inconsolable? Context clues. A, we're finally cleared for takeoff. B, tried to comfort me, but it didn't work. C, once we took off. Number 4, how do the father's characteristics affect the events of the story? A, characteristic, the father is easygoing and friendly. Result, he wins the support of the airline staff, which helps ensure that the family will be upgraded to first class. B, the father is an engaging storyteller. Result, He wins the support of the airline staff, which helps ensure that the family will be upgraded to first class. C, characteristic, the father is against making scenes in public. Result, he doesn't argue with the woman in the waiting area, even though she has angered him. Number 5. Read these sentences from paragraph 10 of the selection. I showed them pictures of Baxter snuggling with Mia and Fluffy on the beanbag chair at home. I guess that helped a little because it was around then that the gate agent said they were willing to try flying Baxter with the cats. Based on these sentences, what can you infer or conclude about the gate agent's action? A, the gate agent's concern that Baxter would cause problems with the cats is eased after seeing proof that Baxter is able to get along with the cats. B, the gate agent's mistrust of the father is eased after seeing proof that the father is an animal lover. C, the gate agent's love animals and fascination with the father's photos makes the agent forget the dangers of boarding Baxter. And number 6, consider these details from the selection. All around us, passengers started grumbling, but my dad just cracked one of his jokes. See, that proves it. Everybody loves Baxter. From paragraph 3. I am a dog lover myself, and I have to say, sometimes you just have to fight for your rights. You need to go back there and tell them you mean business. From paragraph 7. I showed them pictures of Baxter snuggling with me and Fluffy on the beanbag chair at home. I guess that helped a little because it was around then that the gate agent said they were willing to try flying Baxter with the cats. From paragraph 10. What key idea or theme do these details suggest? A, everyone loves dogs. B, standing up for oneself is challenging for many people. C, a relaxed attitude can be the best response to stressful circumstances. Those are your last questions for the readings part of the test. Revise and editing will be read on your own, and you will answer the 4 questions that follow.